Mindless here. Hey, I ever tell y'all about that time? I'm just sharing a lot of my life with y'all because I feel like I've done it all, and I want you guys to know that TV has influenced me. And I want you to know that TV will influence you also, you know. Just watch TV. On TV, you know, I've learned a lot of things, okay? And as a matter of fact, I've watched, have you ever watched that show, what was it? I don't know. What was it, boy? The Lifeguard. Might be Lifeguard. I don't know what it was. Hell, you know. Where? Baywatch. That's what it is. Baywatch. Remember you ever watched Baywatch? Yeah, I watched them guys. I said, hell, I can be a lifeguard. I just took me a profession, and I can be a lifeguard. I said, I can do whatever it is I want to do. So, I went on ahead out there, and I applied to be a lifeguard. The guy asked me, he said, you got any experience of being a lifeguard? I said, yes, sir. I said, I got experience. I said, yes, sir. I got experience being a lifeguard. I've been a lifeguard. Yeah, I save people all the time. Yeah, I know how to swim like a fish. Yes, sir. Yes, I've never been a lifeguard in my life. And I'm out here at the ocean? Huh? I'm looking at all this water to start with. Like, I sure hope nobody don't try to drown way out there, because if you get drowning way out there, I think you was past where you're supposed to be swimming at anyway. So I don't feel it's my duty that I feel like I got to go out there to get you, you know. But I said I took the job, but I ain't going to tell him that. I'm not going way out there. If you go past this point right here, you need another lifeguard. But anyway, okay, I did right good for about, you know, about 3 months, 4 months. That's as long as I ever had a job too. About 3-4 months. You know, with them, I said, I can do this. First day I get out there, they put me to the test. The first day I get out there, they put me to the test. I get out there, and a guy out there, he goes swimming out. He ain't that far out now. He's a little bit further than waist deep. But a big wave come through and knocked him down. I didn't see him come up. I said, got me some action. Boom. I jumped in the action. I grabbed my little life preserver, and I took off running like Baywatch. I watched Baywatch. That's how you're going to learn how to do stuff. The TV. The TV will influence you in your life. Do you understand me? Okay? And anyway, I took off at the water, and I jumped in the water, and I was gone. I got out there, and I grabbed the guy, and I helped him up to the top of the surface, and everything looked right good, and it looked like I was a professional when I come out that water with that guy hooked up to the life preserver, and he was just wrapped up around it, and then I drug him back to land. Everybody cheered me on and everything. I just knew I was in business. Okay, so boom, everything went good for a little while. You know, didn't have no more trouble. I go out there all day, and I just sat out there in the sun, went doing my bake. Sweat for no reason, just bake. You know, everything was all right. I said, I wish somebody would drown. I didn't, you know, not mean for real, but, you know, I just wanted to get wet. You know, it was hot out there. I just wanted a reason to get wet. You know, just let me run and watch somebody drown. You know, I started to go out there and push somebody on it, but, you know, it wasn't my job. You know, I couldn't do that. You know, so I had to sit there for a little while. And the whole time, I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, if you want to get wet, buddy, and nobody's drowning, all you got to do is just pray. And I'm like, wait a minute now. That's the devil talking. Don't you pray that nobody drowns so you can go out there and get wet, boy. You hear me? I'm like, that's just some of that mindless stuff talking, you know. Don't you listen to that. But it's a good thing I watch TV, because TV tell you the right way from the wrong way. So I decided I took the right way when I went out there. But anyway, the guy, I went out there a couple weeks. There was a lady out there. She was drowning. I mean, she was a pretty lady. I couldn't let her drown anyway. Hell, I would have drowned anyway before her. You know, a pretty lady gets mindless. You know, she gets mindless. I tell you. But this lady, boy, I tell you, it's a whole different thing about this lady, man. Woo! Good God, she had to be every bit of 103. Good God Almighty. Boy, she had wrinkles and stuff right in the right place. Her curves done fell out. She done started looking like a water bag, you know. So I'm looking at her like, come on, baby, I'm finna come save you, girl. So I jump out there. Oh, grandma, she did all right to be 103 now. She swam up there. When I threw that life jacket out, she threw it back around me. She said, I don't need this. Took off swimming toward her. I thought she was drowning. She just wanted me to come out there so she could see me swim in the water. Talking about I look sexy when I swim. I was mad as crap, but I was happy because I got wet, you know. Okay, so I went back on my podium. That didn't last long. Then I went, as soon as I got back on my podium, this guy started drowning. But you know, the pier, it's a pier out there, that people can walk down, and it's got a seafood place, and you can fish on the end of it and whatnot, you know. And so the pier is every bit of a couple thousand feet long, you know. So you way out there in the water. I'm like, already. So this guy, I happened to look out with my binoculars because I thought I saw something bobbing out there. And I'm like, we ain't got no buoys this close because somebody can bump their head and, you know, drown on the buoy. Or you might try to stand on the buoy and, you know, just do some old crazy stuff. So we don't have none that close. So what is that out there bobbing? Okay. Finally get my binoculars, look out there, see it's a guy with his arm. I just see his arm hanging out the water and his head every now and then come out the water and he's gasping for air. I said, oh, got me some action, I'm finna go. But then I looked again at the pier. I'm like, wait a minute, this guy is further than the pier. So wait a minute, he way out there in the water because the pier is deep. You know, I know them poles on that pier is deep out there. So if you pass the pier, you deep. Okay, now I ain't got but one life preserver, and I need that if I'm going way out here past this pier. So what is you gonna do? Because you can't grab onto me because it can't hold but so much weight, and I already got 140 pounds of it. You know, and you can't just do me like that because I'm not going out here. And so everybody looking at me like, you the lifeguard, go get him, you the lifeguard, go get him. No, I'm like, no, I ain't the lifeguard. He left. I'm like, I just took the lifeguard shirt off, threw the buoy down, and I walked back to my car. They called me a couple weeks later talking about they gonna have me arrested and stuff because I left a guy there to drown. I'm like, no, I didn't, because I had it out there clearly written on the side of the building. So that's what y'all call that graffiti. They erased my stuff. I had it wrote on the side of the building. If you go past the pier, I'm not here. Just mindless.